Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about international dropshipping from Nigeria. Okay, we're going to look at payment gateways. We're going to look at best products to sell now, so you can quickly make some money. We're going to look at your ad strategy. We're going to look at where to get content from, things like that. So I'm going to start off with products. Now, when it comes to products, I want you to understand that you primarily need to sell products that move quick. Okay, either they move quick or they are in demand. Ideally, you should look for the sweet spot between those two. Move quick and are always in demand. And I only want you to focus on two types of products when you're doing your product discovery or your product research. Focus on products that are tailored towards promoting people's insecurities and solving them through a dropshipping product. Or focus on products that target kids or babies. So you have weight loss. People want to lose weight. That's an insecurity that a lot of people want to. They haven't open about it these days. So you have Ozempic, all those kind of things. Then you have hair loss. People don't want to lose their hair, especially men. Height. There are people that they're selling products that people put in their shoes to make them appear taller, right? And then this is my own favorite place. Sleeping, snoring to be precise. A lot of people snore, and when they snore, they disturb everybody. Let's talk about products that are focused on kids or baby products. Now, the reason why you want to focus on this kind of products is because I'm not a sexist here, disclaimer. But women spend more money online and they also spend more time online. It's not me that said it. Research. It's not me. But as you can tell, because they spend more money online and they spend more time online, let us sell products that will make them go, ooh, oh, I need to get this for XYZ, right? Which is baby products or kids products. It could be toys, it could be clothes, it could be jewelry, it could be anything, guys. People see, again, I'm not a sexist here or anything, but go into a lady's room, you'll be shocked what you will find that she probably has never used, but she bought it because it's cute. Now, when it comes to payment gateways, I am going to give you a list you can start with now and then transition to another list I'm going to give you. So the first list you want to start with is either Paystack or Flutterwave. You know these guys. Now, the reason I'm telling you to start with Paystack or Flutterwave is because it's probably the easiest you can start with. However, I'm going to give you a 3-month timeline, and 3 months, anything can happen, guys. But what typically happens is when you're drop shipping, one of the most important problems you're going to have is handling people's returns, right? Because when there's a return, you know what comes next? Refund. And there's a certain number of refunds where the payment platform will be like, we need to check this chap. Like, what is he doing? What is she doing? And then if it's Paystack will send you like an email that, oh, we would like to know more about your business. Can you tell us more about your business? Basically, do like a follow-up or another sort of like KYC process. And if you say like, oh, yeah, a dropshipper, say bye-bye to that account. Or if they won't feel like this guy is doing a dodgy business. Again, dropshipping is not dodgy. Dropshipping is not illegal. Let me put it like that. There are certain things in dropshipping that people can do that are illegal. Yes, I agree. But dropshipping itself is not an illegal business, and it's also not dodgy. There are certain things people can do and it's not just dropshipping, any kind of business that is illegal. Okay, so I'll give you a 3-month timeline. Within those 3 months, every single penny you make, I want you to save it. The reason I'm telling you to save it is because you're now going to have to open a Stripe account. There's PayPal. But don't do that to yourself. I'll tell you why later, if I remember. But you want to open a Stripe account, right? To open a Stripe account, you need to register a business somewhere in the Western world. Back in the day, there used to be a particular business that used to do this for us, where you can register as a US non-entity business, and then you can pick a state or a city where you create your business. And some of those states you don't pay tax. Some states you pay tax. Let me give you a quick hack or a quick hint. Any Nigerian or African business that you see that is registered outside of Nigeria, they're registered in like somewhere in America, for example. If you check, most of them are registered in a particular place in America, and that's because that place, once you pay your registration fees, that's it. You don't pay any yearly taxes or any yearly registration fees. It's just a one-off. Once you have your business set up, you need what's called an EIN number. Is it EIN or EAN? EIN number. And then your EIN number, use it to open a bank account. Use that bank account to then open a Stripe account. You get the drift, right? And do not think that because you're in Nigeria, you can't have an American business. Guys, it is one of the biggest flexes, and you can do it. A lot of people do it already. See, I don't know how to explain it to you, but having a business outside of Nigeria, being a Nigerian, it just lets you understand how you want to live. You want to leave the country, and it's not like you want to jackpot because you want to. You will still come back to Nigeria. Nigeria is sweet, but you just understand that the world is a global playground, and that's the beauty of e-commerce. That's why here we die, we don't die. We're here. We're not dying here. We're here. Let me put it like that. Let me not get too excited, but you get my drift. So when you register your business, okay, congratulations. You are now like serious about this international dropshipping thing. Stripe still has its issues, but don't get me wrong, but it's not as crazy as PayPal. Now, the reason why I don't want you to work with PayPal is because they have payment holds. Now, a payment hold is just basically you get an order, PayPal holds off before they pay you because they want to verify that you're a legitimate business. Now, a legitimate business in the sense where you are actually fulfilling your customers' orders, not an illegitimate business that you are dropshipping. Again, dropshipping is not illegal. Dropshipping is not the problem here. If you fulfill your customers' orders in record time, they give you your money, no stress. Now, with platform and tools, obviously, you're going to use Shopify. Now, the reason why I tell you to use Shopify is not because it's the best platform in the world. No. It's the simplest, easiest to navigate, and it's one that everybody's using now. Shopify also has an app called Shop, and basically Shop is like a customer order tracking app. So consumers download it and then use it to track their orders. As a dropshipper, you can build in certain sort of apps. We're going to talk about it here now, that will also send tracking details to your customers in the Shop app. So that's why you should use Shopify. There are these guys called Build Your Store AI. They build your store in 2 minutes. You get like some eight pre-vetted products to sell to start your dropshipping business, basically. Yeah, that's something that you might want to look at. I always build my stores from scratch. I know some form of Liquid. So Liquid is like Shopify's code language. I know some form of it, and that's because I have done a shit ton of YouTube and a shit ton of research. Nowadays, there are certain companies that sell like code Liquid bundles. Basically, you can just buy a Liquid bundle and then get the code for a particular maybe theme or design that you want to achieve on your product page or even your home page or your landing page, and then you create a folder at the back end of your Shopify. This is beginning to sound a bit technical. But trust me, it makes your life easy. If you're like me and you want to have multiple stores, definitely invest in this. Now, when it comes to dropshipping the products, you can go the AliExpress route, okay, which a lot of us still do today. It just makes life easy for us and cheap. Or you can go the AutoDS route. I'm not going to give you a lot of options to pick from. AliExpress or AutoDS. Simple. Choose the one you want. Now, the reason why I say AutoDS as a second option is because AutoDS is not cheap. You pay for it, right? But AutoDS is definitely a cheat code. There are a lot of things that you can get from AutoDS that you can't get from AliExpress. For example, AutoDS is able to show you US shippers, right? US manufacturers, US houses, things like that. And the reason why that's important is, again, President Trump is in town. He has started to introduce all sorts of policies, tariffs, things like that. I was reading somewhere that in the US, he's added an additional 10% to China's tariff. And then, Mexico and Canada is about to kick off, I think on the 4th of March or something like that. So anyways, that's it. And that would affect your cost. Because obviously, the way tariffs work, somebody has to pay for it. And it's not going to be the manufacturer. I'm guessing it's not going to be you. So it's going to go to the customer, right? So with AutoDS, you can find US customers or US dropshipping partners, let's call them that, and just work with those people. It might be less stress. This is something that you will not know until you try it out. But AliExpress is working fine and to continue to work fine. So do with that what you will. Next up is content, right? Now when it comes to content, I'm going to split it into two: organic content and paid advertising. All right. When it comes to organic content, you can get inspiration or content from platforms like Pinterest. Okay. Now the only thing is, when you get content from Pinterest, make sure you give sort of like a shout out or a disclaimer. There's an app called Repost, so you can basically take your Instagram videos, put it in the Repost app. It will give you the video back without any watermark, and the quality will be perfect, things like that. You can reuse or repurpose people's videos. I beg of you, please make sure the videos you're reusing or repurposing are videos of dropshippers. Don't go and use a video of a brand. Don't go and use a video that is watermarked as well. If possible, when you download the videos, put it in Canva or CapCut and change a few things so that it doesn't look like the same video. Guys, if people report your account, Mark Zuckerberg they don't have that chill. They are on it, man. They will kick you off the platform. And to get a whole different account up and running, you've already spent so much money at this point in time. So you really don't want to waste it, right? So that's why you want to get content. There's this platform called, I think it's Arcade AI or Arcades AI or Arcadia. I don't know how to pronounce it, but something like that. It's artificial intelligence for content. I've been playing around with it for the past few weeks now. I'll probably do a video about it. But yeah, those kind of platforms you can look at. There are quite a few of them actually. Now your ad strategy is very, very straightforward. No, it's not. It's very, very straightforward. I want to put this here. When it comes to running ads, okay, there are a lot of things that go into it. I get it. When it comes to analyzing the data, creating the perfect targeting options, all these amazing things. The truth of the matter is, you're not spending enough money to think about all these things. And I'm not trying to insult you or anything. I'm not trying to shade you. But you're doing all these mental gymnastics for $10 a day. Why? It makes no sense. FYI. So don't dwell too much on these things, right? I have a program that I'm working on. I'm gonna put a link in the description if you want to join. If you want to join when it goes live. But in that program, I'm going to talk about meta ads and running an e-commerce business and analyzing your ads in the highest way possible, just to know that, okay, this is profitable, this one needs to be changed, things like that. I'll talk about that in that particular program. But for today, you are starting your international dropshipping business. You don't need that level of detail. You don't. You're not spending a shit ton of money that will not see. All you need to know when it comes to you running ads. I finished running ads for 7 days. I spent $70. How much sales did I make? Did I make $150? Did I make $210? Did I make $590? Did I make $1,000? How much did I make? You remove the cost of your ads. You remove the cost of your products. Again, the dropshipping product, so it's automatically removed. What's your margins? If your margins are higher than the next 7 days, which is another $70, you've made profits. If you've not made profits, you need to put back the money into the business. go another 7 days, probably change a few things, and then see where you are. That's it. Any other thing that you're trying to do is just too much. Okay? So you have your ads. It's ad time. You have your creatives that you want to use as your ads, right? Do you? You don't? Don't worry. We'll talk about that now. So you have your campaign. Now within your campaign, you're going to need 2 ad sets. One ad set is Advantage Plus. Yes, I said Advantage Plus. Yes. We're dropshipping here. And you monitor it every day. So Advantage Plus. The next one is broad targeting. Okay? Broad targeting. Advantage Plus, broad targeting. Broad targeting. We're not going to use any custom audience. You don't have custom audience. You don't have custom audience, so you can't have lookalike audience. So what am I? Well, I'm going too far for you. I remember this beginner. I just remembered. Anyways, so your what's it called? Advantage Plus is pretty straightforward. Put your age bracket that you want to target, depending on your product. If you have a particular gender, put all those things there. Okay. Platform. Leave it. Honestly, just leave it. If you're targeting a younger audience, obviously just focus on Instagram. If you're targeting a broad audience, Instagram and Facebook. If you're targeting an older audience, Facebook, right? Pretty much that. Now, for your broad targeting, this is how I want you to do your targeting. And this is why I said this thing is not as ridiculous or as complex as people make it sound. Let's say I need at least 5 to 10 interest and behavioral suggestions that are going to feed into your meta ads manager for your broad targeting. And I'm going to use my sleeping example. So there are these guys called hostage tape or something like that. Okay, so let's imagine that's my product that I'm selling. Okay, now when I'm looking for interest and behaviors for people that need that product, I'm going to say health and beauty is an interest. I'm going to say men's style is an interest because, again, I'm targeting men. Let's assume I'm targeting men. Sleep apnea, sleep, quality sleep, nutrition, insomnia. What else again? Those are the kind of things that I would use to fill up my targeting options. And then remember, I told you guys, if this is your first time watching me, you will not know this, but this is a good time for you to subscribe. But I told you guys before that when you're on the Meta Ads Manager, you can click the suggestions tab and then see what other suggestions Meta will give you. You just need maybe like 10 or 12, max 15 of that, and then you're good to go. In terms of budget, $10 each. $10 each, guys. $10 each. You monitor it your first 1 week. Monitor it each day for the next 3 days. The ones that are doing poorly, kill. How will you know if they are doing poorly? Are you making sales? Okay, you're not making sales. Duh, that's doing poorly. Because you've not sold in 3 days. Like, let's put it into context like that. And then also, if you're not even getting like clicks, you're not getting add to carts, you're not getting anything, you're not getting sessions when you look at your Shopify dashboard. Why are you still running the ad? Now, when it comes to ad creatives, I want you to have a minimum of 5, right? If you are targeting in Nigerian audience, I can let you go for 3 creatives, but have a minimum of 5. One reel, 1 carousel, and 1 static image, right? That's your 3 minimum. But then let's imagine you go 2 reels, 2 carousels, 1 static, or 3 reels, 2 carousels. That's now your ad creative bit. All right. This is a question that you should ask. I don't know if you're thinking it, but you might ask it. Because you're running 2 different assets, should you use 5 different ads, which is now 10 ads? If you can, yes. If you can, that would be fantastic. But most of you won't. And to be fair, I just want you to understand that no matter how complicated advertising becomes, it is the creative, the video asset that would always make people stand out. You know, I was having a conversation with somebody this week and I was telling them that you don't understand how important the first 3 seconds of your ads matter. That action, whether somebody's just standing up, going somewhere, that action without someone is saying, hey guys, you don't know, there are so many things that go into those first 3 seconds that you need to prioritize as a business. Your creative, see, your targeting can be broad. You don't put any interest, nothing like that. But you build a strong creative library or a strong ad content library that speaks to the consumer. With time, Facebook or Meta, the algorithm would learn how to target your ads to the right people. So that's where the work is, the ad creative itself. And that's probably where you have most control over when you actually really think of it. Okay? So that's your ad strategy. Whether it's Meta or TikTok, use the same thing. For inspiration, you can go to the Meta Ads library, type in keywords that are related to your products and see what pops up. Okay? Or when you look for ads, using the Meta library or Meta Ads library or the TikTok Ads library, when you see things that you like, oh, I like the way this person did this, I like the way this business or this company created their content, replicate that and test. There are some that obviously they are doing well, so you test it, right? Another thing that I want you to think of is when you see these ads, I want you to also visit those people's websites, and then you know that thing where people say still like an artist, right? When you visit their websites, look at the websites, look at how they've organized their product page, their product listing, things like that. If they've done a great job, you know what to do now. Be inspired. Let's call it that. Now, in terms of pros and cons for international dropshipping, I think the main issue that we're going to have is it's going to cost you a lot of money. But don't be a pessimist. Don't think of this as me trying to scare you away or something. See, life is just about living. Life is about living. Life is about living. So, if you stay in your corner and just get afraid when there's challenges or you don't think it won't work for you, guess what? It will not work for you. You're actually right. So, stop watching this video. But life is for the living. So go and live, all right? So it's going to cost you some money to set this up. It might not work for you. You might set it up, your first product will be a bust. Your second product will be a bust. By the time you want to hit your third product that will actually be successful, you will lose ginger, you will lose inspiration, you will lose momentum. One thing I want you to know is you only fail when you stop trying. When you do get it right, let me not say if, but when you do get it right, you're going to be making good money. You're going to be making money where some part of you would think that, you're a big boy, you're living lavish. I beg of you, don't be stupid. Save that money. Quickly, put it in piggy vest or something. Or, jackpot, move to a different environment, clear your head, move to a saner climate that is more forgiving. That is more forgiving towards you taking risk. Let me put it that way. Right? Because some climates, you know how it is now. I don't want to say too much. But yeah, that's pretty much how I look at it. In terms of costing, you have to watch this video.